Blitz, we start with our game of the week. The Lanier Bulldogs looking for their first playoff win in 37 years, facing Sumrall. Plus, the Pisgah Dragons look to continue their 4-game winning streak as they begin the playoffs against Amit. And the Copiah Colonels go on the road to face Oak Forest. All the big plays and hard-hitting action starts now. Welcome into week 11 of the Blitz alongside Carlos Garcia. I'm Marissa Stubbs. Listen, tonight we have a great show full of football. Of course, that's why we're here.
Absolutely. There's plenty of playoff games tonight. The slate is full, to say the least.
So listen, Carlos, how you feeling? It's week 11. You know, we only got one more week left after this, but some good football lined up for us tonight.
Yeah, definitely bittersweet. You know, we're starting to get to the end of high school football season, but, you know, it's been a great 11 weeks so far.
What do you say we start with our game of the week?
Let's do it. All righty, our game of the week. Looking to make history tonight, Lanier and Sumrall. The Lanier Bulldogs looking for their first playoff win in 37 years against the 1-8 Bobcats. But Sumrall, they came out hot in this one. Gavin Glass scores from the 1-yard out, and he's going to open up the scoring there. And on their next drive, Sumrall's Riggs Russell finds Jasiri Washington in the corner of the end zone, and he's drawing at his quarterback there. 6 more Bobcat points, but here come the Bulldogs. Jeremiah Wilson takes the handoff, bounces it to the outside, and down Lanier's sideline all the way to the house for Lanier's first TD of the night. Now here's a pivotal moment from this game. 4 minutes left in the half. Washington with the grab in the flat. He appears to be taken down, but he thinks he never hit the turf. So he's gonna go in for the touchdown, and the referees give him the signal. They give him the score. We'll look at this one more time. You guys at home watching, you be the judge. Is he down or is he not? And after that play, a huge momentum swing right before the half for Sumrall. And Lanier's coaches, they were fired up. They were asking the photographers to show the referees the pics. But hey, we play on. And saying ball don't lie for the Bulldogs. Making every Bobcat miss him. Jamison Kelly juking everyone on his way to the crib call. And now we'll jump ahead to the final minutes of the game. Lanier's down 21-20. Quarterback Daryl Roberts takes it in himself, puts the Bulldogs up 28-21. And after a 4th down stop right there, Lanier goes on to win their first playoff game in almost 4 decades. They celebrate. The Bulldogs will move on in the playoffs. That hasn't been said in a very long time. 28-21 your final. And after the game, head coach Tommy Kelly spoke about what it meant to get his first playoff win and the school's first in decades.
I don't even lost for words. I'm just once again, I'm just happy for the kids because they put the work in. They trusted trusted everything I was trying to tell them to do and the process we need to go by. So I'm just happy that it was able to pay off and they see the reward of all their hard work.
And now let's go ahead and take one more look at the final score of this game. Like you said, Carlos, a great game between both of these teams, but Lanier would come out on top and win this one 28-21.
Huge win by Lanier there. You can really see what head coach Kelly is doing with that program.
Oh, for sure.
And just flipped it upside down.
Turn around. I mean, that's how you come in and just change a program from day one. So listen, let's go ahead. And now we're going to go over to the Pisgah Dragons, who are looking to continue their 4-game winning streak tonight, facing Amit County. Now, Dragons up 30-12 in the first quarter, and this ball is scooped up by the defense. That's Cameron Fitz taking this one all the way home, and the lead is now 37-12. Now, on the next drive, Dragons again, this time, quarterback Warner Young looking downfield, and wide receiver Isaac Stewart reels it in for a wide open touchdown. In the second quarter, Dragons would then hand it off to running back Jeremiah Guest, and Dragons would lead 51-12 at the half. All right, so listen, the final score of this one was 51-20, but now we go over to the undefeated Magee Trojans, who hosted the Franklin County Bulldogs. Kendarius Porter takes it up the middle and scores on a 15-yard touchdown run. Trojans up 7-0. Then Kendall Middleton then drops back and hits Kaysen May on a strike for a 12-yard gain, and it's Middleton again, dropping back and dropping a bomb into the bread basket for Christian Hubbard to the 3-yard line. Next play, Middleton and Hubbard score on a quick pass. The Trojans go on to win this one 39-7.
All right, let's check out some Thursday night action. Brandon and the Bulldogs hosting Northwest Rankin. Gavin Phillipson at the controls for the Cougars. and Treep Weekly makes a tough grab, holds on to that one for the touchdown. He held on enough after the huge hit there. Northwest Rankin ties it at 7, but the Bulldogs answer back. Tyson Robinson, you've heard his name all year long. Check out the second effort there. Keeps those legs churning in the red zone, and that score gives Brandon back the lead, and the Bulldogs eventually pull away for a big 45-22 win.
All right, and now let's go over to the Clinton Arrows, who hosted Madison Central last night. So in the third quarter, this ball would be caught by wide receiver Zay Hart, who takes off and might as well kiss his defenders bye-bye. Into the end zone he goes. But now it's time for the Arrows to respond. We're going to see quarterback Joseph Walker. He's going to connect with Jaden Hollins for 6. Hollins just reels this one in, but the Arrows would fall in a high-scoring game. The final of this one, Madison Central 49, Clinton 39.
All right, we got more football on the way. We'll see what the MAIS teams have in store for us. More on the Blitz coming up next.
Seconds left to go in the first half. Just going Dragons 44, Trojans 12. Seconds left to go.
And welcome back to the Blitz. We continue with all of our action.
Yeah, that's right, Marissa. Let's take a look at what our private schools, our MAIS teams, have in store for us. We'll start with Centerville Academy taking on Tri-County Academy and the Rebels. And I need to go to a high school where the game ball's dropped off by a helicopter. I'll digress. All right, first quarter action here. Quarterback Bryce Werner drops back in the pocket, hits Hayden Smith on the out route, and he's tackled inside the 10. And then leading the charge, it's Peyton Partridge. 4-6. Rebels take a 7-0 lead. All right, second quarter now. Quarterback, the Warner, he's going to hand it off to his running back, Rhett Gray, and he's just going to break a couple tackles. 35 yards later, he's taken down at around midfield, and then a couple plays later, the Rebels facing 4th down and long. Need some magic here. Bryce Warner, an absolute dime to senior wide receiver Braden Walsh. He's flipped up, does a somersault in air, sacrificing his body for 6. Extra point no good, but it doesn't matter. Rebels take the win, 35-14.
And now we go over to a nail-biter in Raymond in the Battle of the Cougars, Columbia Academy at Central Hines. Fourth quarter, Central Hines down 21-7, but quarterback Jay Shuff showing off his Michael Vick impersonation, throwing on the run. to receiver Connor Purvis. Now, move the sticks for the first, but same drive. Shuff scrambles out the pocket to find receiver Mason Copeland. He breaks the tackle to get 6 on the board. Scores now 21-14. And after recovering an onside kick, the green and gold are at it again. Quarterback Shuff shown up, delivers a bomb to receiver Cooper Lofton. Ties this one up at 21. Now, Columbia Academy tries to end it with a field goal at the end. You're going to see this one, ladies and gentlemen, no good. So Central Hines playoff aspirations in, and an overtime heartbreaker, losing 27-21.
All right, we got 2 6-4 teams scoring off tonight. The Canton Academy Panthers welcomed the St. Joseph Fighting Irish. It's a beautiful night for football in Canton. Canton Academy and Greenville St. Joe. The Irish were on the move early, but quarterback Victor Baker's chased down by Cruz Johnson for the sack and the 10-yard loss. However, despite the loss, St. Joe takes it to the 5-yard line, and Javion Byers takes it in for the touchdown. 6-0 is your Irish lead. And then Canton looking to get right back into this one, responding on a nice play. Quarterback Bradley Watson rolls out of the pocket. Look at that throw. Look at that catch. One-handed J.D. Kelly, 4-6. And Canton Academy led it 7-6 at the break. However, Greenville storms back and wins this one, 22-14.
And let's go over to St. Joe's at Hartfield. We kicked off the game with Hartfield on the second play as Katie Ketchens broke free for a 30-yard run, giving them an early lead. Now on their second drive, Hartfield kept the momentum going. Ketchens took another handoff and dashed 60 yards while having defenders just slide into the left, putting Hartfield up 14. Now on their third possession, Hartfield added yet another touchdown. Right here, Cayman Tapper connecting with Kenzie West on a 70-yard pass, securing their third straight score to open the game at an explosive pace. Head coach Craig Bowman kept calling for another one, and his team delivered as Hartfield cruised to a dominant 56-7 victory over Madison St. Joe. And now we go ahead and check on the Copiah Colonels, who took on Oak Forest tonight. So we're going to pick it up in the second quarter as Trey Ellis of Copiah, what does he do? Break through 4 defenders for a 30-yard gain. Oh, my goodness. And then, hey, a few plays later, Ellis would take the pitch and powers in for a 4-yard touchdown, putting Copiah up 22-0. Well, Cole Covington of Oak Forest then connects with Logan Fretch for their first touchdown of the night, and you can't even see him on this stream. That's how fast he was going. In the end, Oak Forest mounting an incredible comeback, rallying from a 21-0 deficit with 4 minutes left in the half. Their 21 unanswered points turned the game into a shootout, but Copiah held on to survive a 37-36 win.
Round 1 of the 6A playoffs is Jackson Academy versus PCS. And the Bobcats getting the scoring started early. Reed Bridges hauling in this 5-yard pass from Smith Stringer, giving PCS the 7-0 lead. However, the Raiders responding. A 41-yard strike. Pruitt James hits Parker Orr, and he's going to get brought down inside the red area. That'll then set up a 21-yard field goal, a chip shot there. It's 7-3 now, PCS. However, the Raiders on their next offensive drive, Amarion Ellis denied at first, keeps going and piles in for the 1-yard run. JA's up 10-7 at this point. Jet Henderson, he had a huge night for PCS, hauling in multiple catches. Look at that insane grab. A 23-yard touchdown from Smith Stringer here. Wide open, going up over the defender, giving PCS the lead. But JA comes back and stuns PCS 24-20.
And what do you say? How about we go ahead and check out some final scores from tonight? Up first, we got the Raymond Rangers. They took on Forest County, and Forest County came out with a 49-6 win.
All right, we got a little bit of scoregami. You've never seen this one before. Murrah getting it done 42-2 against Jim Hill.
Ooh, a blowout there. Well, let's go over to the Richland Rangers, and hey, another blowout. The Columbia Lions beat Richland 55-3.
Not so many competitive games. This one was Terry wins a close one against Forest Hill, 34-18.
All right, let's see who else we got. Okay, we got the Mendenhall Tigers. They took on the, help me out, Carlos.
Poplarville?
Poplarville, we're going to say that. Okay, so this one was a close one. 20-13 was the final.
And this one was not close. Florence Eagles blanking Provine. The Rams get shut out 35-0.
Ooh, great win by Florence there. But hey, what do you say? Up next, we step away from the football field to highlight this week's Blitz 16 Player of the Week winner. Stay with us. More of the Blitz is on the way.
You're watching Blitz on 16 WAPT.
All right, welcome back. It's now time to honor our last Blitz 16 player of the week. Now, Germantown junior quarterback King White finished with the most votes. Last week, King finished with 287 yards on offense and 4 touchdowns. Now, White spoke about his performance and how it feels to be the last player of the week.
It was a great experience. We just executed on all cylinders. I just want to thank my O-line, thank my coaches for believing in me, and we just played good. I mean, it's great. I've been talking about winning it all year, and this week we played good. I executed, and it happened.
All right, now we also caught up with Germantown's head football coach Russell Mitchell as he spoke about the type of player King is for his team.
Yeah, well, I'm just really proud of King. You know, kid bounced back from an injury that he sustained to his ankle mid-year, and he's come back. He's playing really well for us as we head into the playoffs. So our team's excited, and we're excited for him to receive this honor, and appreciate y'all coming out and recognizing him.
Yeah, last week's performance, I mean, carrying y'all to the playoffs, talk about that. What was it like watching his performance as a coach?
Well, I think our entire team wanted to win really bad, and he sort of embodied that, you know, and he was willing to do whatever it took. He made plays with his arm, made plays with his legs, and at the end of the day, we were really determined to win the game. And he's a great leader for us. It's been fun watching him develop, you know, as a junior quarterback into hopefully going into these playoffs, maybe he'll play like a senior. So, but it's been really fun watching him just grow and develop throughout the course of the season.
All right, once again, congratulations to King. Now, all right, we go back out to the football. For highlights, more of the Blitz is on the way. Don't touch that remote.
Alrighty, welcome back. Playoff seeding was at stake last night for a number of teams, including Canton and Holmes County in 5A Region 3. After tricking and recovering the opening onside kick 2 plays later, Canton's Eric Gilkey III finds Jaden Creation down the sideline for 6. Canton is hyped at this point, starting off the game with a bang, but then it's Garrison Davis for Holmes, dropping back, finding Clyzavian Landfair, and he's gonna run up the seam and up the gut for the score. This one was a shootout in the end, but it was Holmes County. They go on to win this one, 44-33.
And now over to Vicksburg, taking on Richland. The Gators get the scoring started early with this touchdown by the running back. Then the Titans would put 6 on the board as quarterback DK Wallace sneaks into the end zone. But listen, Titans would win big. Final of this one, 42-22.
The Pearl Pirates hosted the Meridian Wildcats. Patrick Schooler looking to end his first season at Pearl on a high note. and they're up 21-7. But Cordarian Wilson on the quarterback keeper makes it 21-13 in the third. However, the Pirates answer. Cruz Atwood, the freshman QB, putting it up, a moon ball for Kenji McNair. He's the only one who could come down with that one. Catches it in the end zone. Pirates go up 2 touchdowns, and Pearl ends the year with a win, 35-19 over Meridian.
And let's go ahead and check out some more final scores from tonight. So Yazoo took on Rosa Fort Lions, and this was a close one. 23-22 was the final.
Jefferson County, the Tigers, 38-14 over the Hazelhurst Indians.
All right, and then Weston Cobras, they took down Jefferson Davis County, and the final of that one was 46-26.
And another close game, Seminary and the Bulldogs win 20-12 over South Pike.
All right, and then we got the Mount Olive Pirates. The Velma Jackson Falcons just defeated them 66-6.
And Callaway trying to get a win over Neshoba Central. The Rockets win 33-14.
Man, a good one.
Yeah. Alrighty. Earlier today, the MHSAA and the Mississippi Association of Coaches announced their Mr. Football Award winners from classes 1A to 7A.
Yeah, that's right, Carlos. And listen, 2 of our local teams had winners this year.
That's right. First off, former Blitz 16 Player of the Week winner Velma Jackson senior Tyshawn Willis is your Class 1A winner. The MSU commit has lit up the stat sheet with 40 tackles, 31 for loss, 12 sacks, and 3 forced fumbles. And Marissa, that's not all. On offense, he's had over 1,000 all-purpose yards and 15 touchdowns.
Crazy. Listen, in Class 7A, it's Tupelo junior Jaden Hill, the only junior to win this award this year. Hill is another MSU commit and had over 1,400 rushing yards and 24 touchdowns. Also added 2 receiving touchdowns to lead the Golden Wave to a perfect 10-0 record.
All right, get ready for the best plays of the night. The High Five, the top 5 plays of the night, coming up next on The Blitz.
Just like that, we are back. Carlos, any matchups that impressed you tonight?
I always say game of the week. However, this is the one week where game of the week was important. Lanier, 37 years. I mean, there's been parents of kids on the team who haven't seen a playoff win for the Bulldogs. So just really happy, and congratulations to Tommy Kelly and the rest of the Bulldogs. Enjoy this one tonight, guys.
Yeah, now not a matchup that happened tonight, but obviously Clinton lost yesterday. They needed to win against Madison Central in order to get into the playoffs, but just still a great game and a great season by the Clinton Arrows. I mean, first-year head coach John Carr really came in and turned that program around. So, hey, listen, now let's close out the Blitz with the best plays we saw tonight.
Oh, yeah, it's time for the High Five, the top 5 plays of the night. Here we go.
All right, so at number 5, try Stark County Academy's QB throwing a dagger to receiver Braden Walls, sacrificing his own body on 4th down for the 6. Rebels would move on to the playoffs.
Alrighty, at number 4, Hartfield's Katie Catchings takes this handoff, dashing 60 yards to the outside, making the defenders do the cha-cha slide. Slide left and slide right. They could not stop him.
All right, and they sure enough couldn't back it up. We go over to Pisgah. This ball is scooped up by the defense, and that's Cameron Fitz taking this one all the way home. No one is catching him. You might as well tell him bye-bye.
Number 2, and it's number 2. Lanier's Jamison Kelly juking everybody on his way to the crib call, taking this one down the sideline. Look at that man go, whoop, see ya.
Man, well, how about we check out our number 1, drum roll, jump roll, jump roll. That's Sumrall's Jacree Washington. He catches the ball in the flat, and he appears to be taken down, but he stays on his feet, follows through with the play, and he takes it all the way for the score. Man, that's a number 1 play right there, Carlos.
Absolutely, Marissa.
All right, what do you say? We got 1 more week left. We got to make it the best. So, hey, if you're watching at home, me and Carlos are going to see you guys next week. All right, that'll do it for week 11. Have a good night.